All right, everyone, we are live. Welcome back to Tribal Council. So I've got some questions. Let's start off with last round. So this is mainly a question for Minor and Colin. So last round, the vote was very split, and it seemed like there were some reactions that indicated that it was actually a kind of a big blindside. So what do you make of all the talk last Tribal of sort of the transition between the like very early part of the game to more of a strategy time in the game? Like, how does last week fit into, or last round fit into that discussion?
Well, do you want to answer this, or do you want me to answer this? I guess
I mean, I'm gonna ask both of you. So
okay, so last week there's some different people that are like at this tribal, so there hasn't really, from my experience, hasn't been much talk about last vote except for like when we came back to our tribes. But this vote, like in my opinion, isn't really based on last vote at all. In my opinion.
all right, what about for you, Minor?
It was a shock. Well, not a shock. I was just a little more surprised. But I guess it's just showing me that it's more coming more strategy is coming more into it, and then the passiveness might start changing and start like more moves start happening. I guess.
Um, Nihi, as someone who wasn't here last round, um, how does this fall on you? Is this still more of a sort of early tribal feel, or is it starting to like ramp up sort of more in line with the last tribal council? All right, Adrian, why don't you take this question?
Sorry, what was it?
Who was that for?
We'll just go with Adrian right now. So Adrian,
Did you ask me though?
Shh. Nehemiah, shh. This is for Adrian now. So Adrian, no, Nihi, please mute yourself. There's a lot of background noise.
I did.
Oh my God, please just stay on mute, Nehemiah. So Adrian, so as someone who wasn't in the war zone last tribal council, how does this one feel for you? Does it feel like it's leaning more towards the early type of war zone gameplay where it's still more just like build relationships and sort of take things slow, or is it more in line with last tribal council, sort of gearing up for more intense gameplay?
Honestly, the fact that I didn't know what the vote was last time and like no one even mentioned it, it's just like right now to me it's just whatever is here from the present. Like there's no like if it's gonna detail the future or if it was to correct a mistake from the past. It's just whoever's here, we gotta vote out. That's it. I don't know.
So yeah, no, that's good. What are you looking for in the present right now? Like, what is this round for Adrian?
Oh, for Adrian. Oh, this vote is just weed out the weak. Let's go. Cause like everyone's here to play. And like if you're gonna be like inactive all day, just like go the fuck home. There were so many people that wanted to be here and like bye.
Is there someone in specific that you're talking about, or is it just
Oh, I don't want to name names, but everyone should know who I'm talking about. There's a person who's there. Like all they said in the chat in the Warzone, all the entire 24 hours while we were discussing it is just, "Hey, I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow." That's it.
show of hands, who knows who Adrian's talking about? Does anyone want to say a name? Because we all seem to know who it is.
Well, he's not here, so
It's Thomas.
It's Thomas. Okay. So, Nihi, what are your thoughts on Thomas?
My thoughts are pretty simple. if like you said that the game is starting and all, I still feel like we're getting to the point where at the moment it's just taking out the people that you don't really need. It's not about taking out who is a threat to your game, but who's not helping your game. And if he's not going to be here, he's not helping.
All right, how about for you, Steven? How is this? How does Thomas fit into the whole weed out the weak or start to think about the threats for you?
I don't think it's much of like, I think of him as weak or anything like that. What I think of is like, if the game is starting, you don't want anyone to get too far and you to have to like end up relying on them for something and they're just not there. Like if the game is starting, you want people there who are actually going to play it with you, not who are going to just not be there, just be invisible.
So, does tonight seem like a pretty easy vote for most people then? Or has there been some scrambling? Because there's been some easy votes that people thought were easy and then it wasn't, but then there's also been several actual easy votes. So how's this coming down?
There's never an easy vote, Jeff. Tribal council's always stressful.
Okay. Comparative, like relative to some of the other ones.
Tribal council will not be a shock.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. So since at least everyone here seems pretty settled, does anybody have any last things to say? All right. We shall get to the vote. I'm going to count down from 10 to 0. You have that time to either cast or change your vote. Once I get down to 0, all votes will be locked. So let's just get right on into it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'll go get.
Howdy. Howdy, stream.
So, how are you guys tonight?
I'm thinking about that idiom. Weed out the weak.
Oh, did I say that?
I think Adrian said that.
Oh, well, I'm gonna steal it. Weed out the week. Yeah, looking good.
I'm
Okay,
just still
so
angry about the election.
first off, Maynard looking like a fine sack of Pringles. Stefan looking like an amazing koala bear. You got Cullen over there looking like the Flash from the Justice League movies, and then Adrian over there still sitting on the floor by his AC in the wall. But he won't show us on camera, so it's all cool. It's all cool. And then you got Monty.
Now, girl, I'm in a freaking baby shower right now, and there's
I
so
know.
many people.
And
So
then you
I'm
got
just
Monty
like,
with his fake blonde hair in his college dorm. But it's cool. It's cool.
It's Steven, by the way, not Stefan.
Oh, I've been calling you Steven. Oh,
I know.
sorry, Stefan.
No, it's all right. This spelled the stupid way. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go though. But good luck with the vote.
Bye.
Bye.
Send me the YouTube link.
It's taken Jeff a while to tally the votes.
All right. I have the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the chat immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Thomas. This is a self vote. Second vote, Thomas. Third vote, Thomas. Fourth vote, Thomas. That's 4 votes, Thomas. Fifth vote, Nehemiah. Sixth vote, Nehemiah. Seventh vote, Nehemiah. Eighth vote, Nehemiah. We're tied 4 votes Nehi, 4 votes Thomas, 2 votes left.
That's why it was quiet. It's cool.
Ninth vote, Nehemiah. And the 9th person voted out of Tumblr Survivor Kuwait,
No, listen to something.
Nehemiah. Nehemiah, the war zone has spoken, and it is time for you to go.
Peace.
All right, so with all of the talk of an easy vote, voting out an inactive person, something very opposite just happened. So everyone, take this and head back to your tribes. A new round starts right now.